Hello trainers, it's your favorite content creator Ganeto, and today we dive into Fossil Cup. We're having a controversial team because we're having Azumarill on our line of 3, but before you leave the video, be sure to give this Pokemon a shot. The rankings are not kind to Azumarill. You're gonna see that it underperforms most of the time. It is most probably not a cheese option or a spicy option, most probably something like a soft pick, to be honest. It loses to a lot of things, but it still plays its part as a generalist. I really love Azumarill when it is not meta, because when it is meta it is kinda weird, but when it is not meta with all those counters out there, it is really a challenge to put it into action and have something good out of this Pokemon. Also, I have recently made an Excel Azu, so that's something really awesome for me to showcase, because this is the first time I showcase this Excel Azu on my channel and the first time I use it in total. Having now the Perrserker coming in after Azumarill goes down, you love to see Azumarill going down. We're gonna go with the close combat on the final Pokemon, which is gonna be the Swampert, and we have the best answer for this one. They're gonna go straight for the Earthquake, so blocking here is gonna be the optimal scenario for us. So we're just gonna go for the Bubble Beam bait, but we took the refund because GBL sucks at the moment, and right now Shadow Ball is gonna do lethal damage to that Swampert, and the victory will be for us. Next one, trainers, and Perrserker against Jellicent. Okay, this one is gonna be weird because we can force the switch out, but they have a Magnezone, and Magnezone kinda can win this matchup if they bait correctly, which they do, to be honest. I was hoping that we could catch a Wild Charge, but that was a mirror shot, and at this point I'm like, we have to double shield, at least take 2 shields out of them, and let's hope for the best. So I decided here to go for the total farm down, but the last second I was like, we have to go for a move. They are super close to Wild Charge, and look at the trainers, yes, they are super close at the Wild Charge, so we're just gonna go down, but they have no shields, and if we can play this correctly we can still win. So Jellicent coming in, farming that little bit of extra energy. Our opponent knows that they cannot bring their own Jellicent because we can definitely outspeed, and they are gonna bring Azumarill. So their best scenario here of winning is gonna be going for the Shadow Ball from our part and then trying to win the CMP with their Jellicent. But guess what, trainers, we know better, so we're just gonna have a little bit of energy against their Jellicent when they come in. So you saw that our Shadow Ball from the Jellicent absolutely did a lot of damage, and now we can simply farm it down with our bubbles. Azumarill against Azumarill here, my opponent could just leave the match, but they decided to stay in, so I'm just gonna go for another player for the win, but they're just gonna win the CMP because my attack is super low, and yeah, player off is just gonna do the work, but Jellicent over here is able to farm completely. Even getting hit by a move here will not mean anything because we can still farm down, and Azumarill has no chance against a Jellicent. Excuse me, trainers. Next one, and Pelipper up on the lead. Okay, Perrserker against Pelipper, it's gonna be a pretty solid option for us. So having Perrserker dealing that amount of damage with the foul play, and of course resisting the wing attacks is gonna be the key. Foul play is gonna do not a lot of damage, not lethal damage at least, you can see over here, but we can still pressure them in using a shield or take the lead advantage. I'm good on both ways, so I'm just gonna go straight for that close combat because I saw the switch and it is gonna be Lucario. Perhaps they thought they could catch a foul play, but they know better, so they just blocked there and my energy was gone. So now my Perrserker might have a chance only against something like a Registeel. We have to wait and see till the end game. Using my player off here, taking out the Lucario, and we are already hurt, but you can see that Azumarill is a pretty solid counter to Lucario, and we have still haven't seen that last Pokemon of them, so we have to wait till the end. Having this move hit us, I don't know what happened there. We're just gonna go with the Shadow Ball against this Registeel, gonna deal massive damage and hopefully take out a shield, which is absolutely awesome. I'm gonna take another move here, this time the Zap Cannon. Okay, Bubble Beam is not gonna do enough damage to finish them off, but I want them to get debuffed, because if they get debuffed we can then reach to a Shadow Ball and finish them off. However, I feel like this is gonna be a CMP. I'm just gonna go for the Bubble Beam because I want to maintain more HP on our Jellicent. And that absolutely worked, because look at that, they cannot finish us right on time. So I'm just gonna go on the switch to catch. I cannot catch the move. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. And I have to come in now with Azumarill using the Hydro Pump to deal massive damage to the Red Steel. This battle is absolutely awesome. They are gonna farm us down. We have some energy on Jellicent. I'm pressing the Bubble Beam, and after that I think this is gonna be pretty much a GG. Well played to my opponent, but I think that I played a little bit better and we absolutely got the win. But that was a pretty solid match. Next one, trainers against the Shadow Mawile. Horribly late, and we're gonna go out to our safe switch, which is gonna be Jellicent. So Shadow Ball is gonna get blocked. Okay, we have to block as well the Earthquake. However, my opponent here decides to go for the Hydro Can, which is a very good option for him, and I will try to go for another block here, because that has to be another Earthquake, right? No, it is not. So I'm just gonna go here for the Bubble Beam, trying to take out the Shield, because I know I have to take the baiting road here, and I can still outspeed to the Earthquake, because Shadow Ball is just gonna destroy down this Swampert, and we're gonna take the victory because they bail out. A huge victory here, and now let's move forward into the next match against V-Tenacity. We get a good lead kinda, so we have to play this accordingly. I'm pretty slow on the switch, and I have to face now my Lucario with my Azumarill. I was like, we have to go here for the play rough. If they block, we have to take the call and not block at all, because their win scenario here is going for the bait and block. This is gonna be horrible for me. However, they go for the straight Shadow Ball. I was not expecting that, and down goes my Azumarill. So Jellicent is coming in, gonna farm a lot of energy over here, which is absolutely awesome, and they have the Ludicolo, which returns into the fight. So it's all up to Perrserker now to finish off the job. So I'm just gonna switch in, and the Heaviness Cavalier. Oh my goodness, Tenacity really knows how to play this. So Ludicolo up in front and double counter at the back. This is getting pretty tough. So I'm just gonna go here for the shield, and hopefully we can farm down, because I need one shield just for the Leaf Storm, and I'm pretty sure that I can win other than that. I had to go for the Bubble Beam, but perhaps the Shadow Ball way was the better road overall. Bubble Beam is just gonna take the second shield, actually the second shield. So now we have to go for another Bubble Beam. Is this gonna be enough, trainers? No, it is not, and down we freaking go, because I definitely did a mistake there. Perhaps if I went for the Shadow Ball, I could not survive that much because of no debuffs at all, but yeah, stuff like this happen all the time. And I think that we're having a bad time against this Ludicolo with this team if we do not catch it on our Perrserker. Next on, trainers, and we're facing this Quagsire on the switch. So Earthquake is just gonna do massive damage, and my switch locked Azumarill has to go here for that Hydro Pump. I'm not expecting a shield because Ferrothorn is coming in, so let's go here for some cheap damage with my moves. Play Rough is not gonna do enough, but it's still gonna chunk a little bit, and with that amount of HP I'm pretty sure they cannot farm us down right on time. Power Weak is coming through. I have no reason at all to block, so I have to come in now with Perrserker, sack at least one move, and we have the foul play ready to go. Okay, battlers, this is gonna take a shield. We pass through one more Shadow Claw. Hopefully we can block this one. It is a Thunder, that's a huge block, and right now we're gonna try to go for the foul play. Let's see if we can take a shield. No, it doesn't. My opponents really know how to play the match, and we're just gonna go for the close combat on this Cavalier. I'm gonna take the block here, which is absolutely awesome, because the shield went out on a Pokemon that I don't care at all. So we're gonna get hit by a Drill Run. Hopefully we can over farm here at the point that we have almost 2 Shadow Balls, but guess what, everyone, we're just gonna get hit by another Drill Run. Let's go now with the Shadow Ball. Can we win this? This is gonna be super close. Going straight for that Bubble Beam. Is this gonna be enough, trainers? And it is barely enough. In combination with the Hex, we're gonna take the victory because our Perrserker is still alive. Next on everyone against this Pelipper, and this is kinda a good lead for us as we saw before. We resist everything other than the water moves like the Weather Ball water type move, but we can still threat them with a foul play. It is not gonna be enough to finish them off, but it is gonna take a shield or two if we can play it super good. So Weather Ball is coming in, wing attacks still are resisted, and they make the switch to Escavalier. Landing this close combat can be huge. Down we go, but we took out a lot of HP out of this Escavalier, so now we can safely farm all the way with our Jellicent. Jellicent with farm is pretty scary, and acid spray is resisted, so that's really huge news for our Jelly. So Jello is just waiting for the next Pokemon. What is it gonna be? The Pelipper returns, and we have that Shadow Ball dealing massive damage. They know it, they have to block, and we'll try to outspeed here with another Shadow Ball before they reach to the Hurricane, and the victory will be for us because at the back there is a Lucario, and not only we have this Jellicent which can absolutely destroy on the Lucario, but also Azumarill, which is just hold down any counter user on the current meta. Pelipper on the next one, once again another Pelipper coming up on our way. Since Pelipper and Jellicent are both pretty safe options to use, I am not that surprised. So those two Pokemon are pretty amazing on the current meta. I have already showcased both of them on a previous video, and right here we also have another Jellicent video, but the star will be Azumarill. So coming in with a Poliwrath, perhaps I should have gotten on my Azumarill here, but I wanted my Jellicent to absolutely farm a lot of energy that's possible and still threat the next Pokemon, so that's why I went in with Jellicent, and perhaps that might be a better option overall, because as you can see here we can still use a Shadow Ball, finish off this Pelipper if they do not block, which is really huge, and they have a Lucario at the back trying to go here for the Bubble Beam, but that did not work at all. We're gonna go in now with Azumarill trying to snipe down this Lucario. We just have to block the Shadow Balls, and I'm like here, okay, they might want to go for the Power Up Punch for the next move. Let's throw a move and then charge up to 100 energy and throw another one. Let's see how this unfolds. So I'm like, let's take this. It is hopefully a Power Up Punch. I'm expecting not another Power Up Punch, to be honest, just a Shadow Ball. So that's a mind game. So I block two Shadow Balls, and that's pretty cool for us because not only we survived those two Shadow Balls, but also took the victory against this Lucario, which is absolutely awesome. So next on trainers, a bad lead against Lucario. They decide to stay in, so I'm like, you stay in, okay, I will try to catch you with a CMP, because if you go for the Shadow Ball, we can also shield, and now my Shadow Ball has to be blocked as well. Taking a shield out of this Lucario is absolutely awesome, but my opponent decides to take it. Down goes the whole HP out of the Lucario. Absolutely awesome. You love to see it. All those meta Pokemons destroyed down by one single move. Absolutely awesome, and we're gonna get a Shadow Ball here. I do not care since my Perrserker now is aligned with that Jellicent, and I'm just gonna take a move here because I want to farm up a lot of HP, a lot of energy actually, and then go to my safe pick Azumarill against this Pelipper. A pretty solid matchup here. Even if we get hit by a Hurricane, we can still survive. It deals about 60 or 50%. Look at that. We are on excels, so it doesn't matter at all. We're gonna get hit by another move. This is not gonna be another Hurricane, just a Weather Ball. We can take it. They make an amazing catch on their Jellicent. What a play that was. Just gonna go straight for the switch on the foul play, and I'm just gonna finish them off here because that Pelipper doesn't stand a chance at all. They know that they're just gonna bail out. What a play there by my opponent, but I had some energy on the Perrserker, so we're gonna take the victory, especially with a shield up. Last one trainers, another bad lead, another Lucario. Can we overcome? Stay tuned till the end and let's see together everyone. Let's go with a Shadow Ball on the Ferrothorn, dealing massive damage, about 50%, so that means we have one more to go. If you have seen my previous video, well, this is how I like to play my Jellicent matchups. I sacrifice my shields, use one Shadow Ball if it lands, and then try to go for the bait or a potential double Shadow Ball. Look at what's happening here. I'm blocking, the move passes through, it doesn't do enough, and I don't know what is happening. Perhaps that was a game changer, perhaps that's why I won the battle, but overall I believe that we could win no matter what. So another Power Whip is coming through. This time is gonna do lethal damage. We're not gonna block at all, but Niantic really need really needs to fix these things. I'm really sorry about this, my opponent, but I think that we could still win because of the alignment. Look at how crazy this this player is gonna be on the Lucario, and right now I'm expecting their next Pokemon. Ferrothorn is coming in, we can definitely outspeed because we built up to 100 energy on the Lucario matchup. They are gonna block, which is pretty awesome. I'm trying to go here for a move, but they have a Ludicolo coming in, trying to snipe us down, and we can survive on 1 HP. Let's see, trainers, if this is gonna be a win or not, because it is still pretty close, and we're just gonna bring it at a point that a pure close combat is just gonna finish it off. And we have one more ready to go, so this is gonna be a GG. Thank you for watching, trainers. Thank you for staying till the end. I hope you had a wonderful time watching the video, and Azumarill is absolutely awesome if you play the right team. I haven't found another good team for Azu, so having this one might be just the one that you are looking for to raise your elo score. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, everyone.